I didn't know how strong I was until I became a mother. Motherhood humbled me. Oh my God, am I not the worst mom on this planet? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're seeing my face for the first time, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Okay, thank you so much for all your love and support. It means so much to me. In today's video, I'll be talking about my first year of motherhood, guys. I'll be sharing with you guys my experience being a first-time mom, lesson I've learned, and how things have just become progressively better. So yeah, before we get into this video, guys, please don't forget to like, comment down below, and consider subscribing to my channel. I'm a new YouTuber and I'm trying to grow my channel, so any love and support that you show me means so much to me and would help my channel. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay guys, so just a little backstory. I always start with a backstory, guys. So I had my son Jason last year, October 2020. So I was pregnant right before the pandemic. During my pregnancy was when the first wave of the COVID-19 and everything started. As at that time, majority of my family members were in Nigeria. So we already planned that my mom was going to come because this was my first child. I didn't even know how to do anything. Like literally, guys, I didn't know how to bathe a baby. I didn't know how to hold a baby or anything. Guess what? COVID happened and she was not able to come. Guys, thank God I didn't have a panic attack. Anyway, before I had my child, we already knew that my mom wasn't going to make it. But what literally helped me, guys, was that there's this thing that is part of the Dutch culture. It's called kraamzorg. So in the Netherlands, when a woman gives birth, you're being sent a home nurse. So they come to your house the first 8 days post-delivery and they stay with you maybe 5 hours a day or something. They just help you navigate that first week of having a child. They even help you clean the house. They help you go buy groceries if you need help. Yeah, so luckily the kraamzorg that I had, I really liked her. She helped me. She showed me what to do. She just taught me how to, you know, that first week of even coming back with a child, at least knowing what to do with the baby and knowing what is normal and what is not normal, and yeah, if anything happens, who to call and everything. Just teaching me literally how to take care of a child for the first time. So first of all, I had like a really good pregnancy. Like when I say I had a very good pregnancy, I didn't have any morning sickness. I didn't have any complications whatsoever. So like I was really like active during my pregnancy. I was happy, everything. I was in a very wonderful place mentally, emotionally, physically. And I was very grateful as well. So somehow, I don't know, I just expected somehow that after delivery that I was going to have like a very easy post-delivery time and that things were just going to be easy peasy and all that. But guys, guys, motherhood humbled me. Ejo, I was I was humbled. Starting from the first week, Godi. So the first day, the day I gave birth and the day after was not bad at all. I had a very long labor, almost 40 hours labor, I think. But I think I had like 20 hours of at least active contraction and active labor pain. So when I had my son, I was screaming to my husband. I just said, so no more contraction. So no more contraction. That's what I was telling my husband. And I just went to the bathroom, took a shower. I just came, like I was really active. I was walking around. I was excited. I was just basking in that euphoria that the pain was no more. And I was also very excited to meet my son. The third day after I gave birth, so that was when my milk supply started kicking in. So my boobs were hard and they were painful. When I say painful, guys, plus I had been feeding the baby every 3 hours, so I think the tiredness, the lack of sleep was beginning to kick in. So I was not in the mood. I was not happy at all. But the good thing was at least I had a kraamzorg who was helping me, so everything went okay. The first month I think the only challenge that I had was trying to figure out what is normal and what is not normal. So that's one challenge I feel first time moms have, because like you will just see a rash on your baby from nowhere. You are panicking and you're wondering, what is this? Does it mean something else? So is that, I don't want to call it ignorance, but that not knowing what is normal and what is not, that was one of the challenges I faced in the first few months. So for instance, when I gave birth to my son, he had noisy breathing. When he's sleeping, he would be sounding as if he was snoring. So I was so worried, like I was super worried. But luckily again, there is also this thing that the Netherlands does. They have what we call JHZ. So it's called Consultatie Bureau, or rather consultation bureau. I think that's the translation in English. I think the first 2 or 3 years of your child's life, I'm not sure. They even have a WhatsApp number, they have a phone number. If you're not sure of something, you can send them a message on WhatsApp, take a picture of your child or what you're unsure of and send to them, and then they will let you know if it's like normal or if you need to go to the doctor. So that also helped me. And in the first 3 months, guys, I was chatting them up literally every 2 days. If my son should sneeze, I'll chat them up. Oh, Jason has sneezed. Is everything okay? They'll be like, yes, everything is fine. If maybe a little rash comes up, oh, I'll just chat them up, take a picture. Like, I think after the first 3 months, I started knowing things that were a bit normal, things that were not normal. I stopped panicking, literally. Not completely, but at least it reduced. I understood that, okay, this child, yeah, there's some things that are just normal. Felt like I started knowing my child. After the first 3 months, the challenge was now having to, combine raising a child and working full-time. I had a maternity leave, which ended when Jason clocked 3 months. And the plan that we had, of course, that when my mom comes, my mom was going to help me. But because my mom wasn't able to come again, for the first time, I really felt I just really understood what it felt like not having your family very close. Like, we were able to navigate somehow because my husband was now able to take a few days to work from home, and he could help me. Luckily, we were able to get daycare for Jason to start when he was, I think, a week before he turned 6 months. Before he even started daycare, right? I was already shaking, like, the constant thought that I had never been away from my child, and you just begin to feel that mom guilt, I started feeling sad that maybe like, why my child is going to the daycare too soon. He's only 6 months and he will start daycare. But my husband was just encouraging me. My husband was like, Dad, don't worry, when he starts he will get used to it. And that was exactly what happened. Guys, Jason started daycare and became the chairman of the daycare. I would take my son to school. He would be excited to see the teachers, to see the kids and everything. I was like, imagine me, I was here crying that my son is about to start school. Guys, so that's one thing I want to tell like first time moms. Guys, like, just take it easy on yourself. It's not that deep, honestly. Children are fragile, but they are also strong at the same time, and they adapt also very easily. So the challenge of having to deal with infection that they easily get from daycare, I think that's one of the challenges I faced after he started daycare. I think after like 3-4 months, his body started getting used to it a bit more. I just know that after a few months, he just stopped getting sick all the time, which was also good for us. I mean, when he started crawling, things became like a bit, he became a bit more independent, so I didn't have to carry him all the time. Also, like, it helped, it helped him to not always depend on me, really, and it helped me to to be a bit free. And I think that was also when I started my YouTube channel. So in general, I would say my first year of motherhood has been amazing, but at the same time it's been filled with challenges, it's been filled with uncertainties, it's been filled with times when I worry about my child. Not just about his present situation, but when I also think about, okay, what will he be in the future? I think it's normal to think about these things, but I also feel that we mothers need to give ourselves a break. What I've done most times, like as long as it's something that has to do with future and is not within my control, I just pray about it. To be honest, I just take it to God. I'm Christian, so that's one of the benefits, I see in my faith, that I can trust that God is in control and that I can only do what is within my power and just leave the rest for God, and He will take care of my child, right? Honestly, guys, I didn't know how strong I was until I became a mother. Women are strong, to be honest. Like, I didn't even know that I could get only 3 hours of sleep and still be up in the morning walking as if I got 10 hours of sleep. Like, sometimes maybe 1 hour of sleep for the day, 2 hours of sleep, and you still have to do other things. Like, you still have to live your normal life as if you've had all the time to rest. Once I feel that my body is beginning to give way, honestly, what I do is just to take a day off work, sleep, and just rest. And I just noticed that once I've rested, I'm well rested, I just feel more energized to do more. So rest is really important. That's one thing I've also tried to add to my routine and everything. This 1 year of motherhood, something that I've also learned was to stop comparing myself, my marriage, my child to any other person. Everybody's different. Everybody's story is different. Every child is different. In fact, 2 children born from the same mother are not even the same, let alone 2 children born to different families, and they're different. As long as that child is healthy, if I have any concerns, I just go to my doctor and ask, okay, is this normal, is this okay? And once they tell me it's normal, the child is okay, I'm fine. Like, I'm just grateful. The most important is that I even have a healthy child. I think I'm very competitive by nature. I like being on the top of my game and all that. So naturally, I'm someone that would tend to look at others, compare myself with others, and kind of try to push myself to do better and all that. But this 1 year of motherhood has just taught me to take a break sometimes, and that everybody are in their own journey. I'm still competitive, but I try to make it a healthy competition, and I try to make it a fair competition as well, because sometimes we as mothers, we spend time raising our little ones, and to be honest, that time we spend raising our child is the time we are losing out in probably other parts of our lives, maybe in our jobs, in our social lives and everything. So comparing yourself with other people is just unfair to yourself. You see, this first year, you see motherhood instincts very, very strong, and you just develop it. To be honest, you can't just explain how you have instincts. Sometimes randomly I'll just wake up in the middle of the night and just check my son, and at that point I'll just see that maybe he needs help to turn or he needs to do something. God blesses mothers with that instinct, and it saves a lot of times. And I've learned to follow my instincts. I'm never too careful with a child. There's nothing like being too careful with raising a child. No. Once I just have that feeling in my heart to check on my child or to make sure he's okay, I follow it. I don't just ignore it and say, oh, you're worrying too much. I just check, make sure that everything is fine, and then I move on. Overall, it's been an amazing journey. It's been filled with so many emotions. Sometimes if I feel great, I feel like I'm a perfect mom doing wonderfully well. Sometimes I feel like, oh my God, am I not the worst mom on this planet and all that? But overall, I've learned how to be kind to myself. I've learned how to follow my instincts. I've learned how to not compare myself with anybody. I've learned how strong I am. I've learned how to be understanding. I've learned how to be patient. Motherhood has helped me build a relationship with God in a way that I never had before, because now when the Bible tells me that I am God's child and that God loves me, I feel like I understand it more now, because I know how much I love my child, regardless of what my child does. I love my child. That's just the best way to put it. So because of that, I feel like I've been able to relate with God in a deeper way than I wasn't able to, and I'm very, very grateful for that. It might not always be all rosy, but it would definitely be worth it. So yeah, that's my story. That's my first year of motherhood experience, guys. Comment down below if you're a mom, if you're a first-time mom, how your experience has been raising a child, or what your experience was raising your first child. And yeah, just drop me a cute little comment in the comment section. I'll be there responding to all your comments. And please guys, don't forget to like this video, give me a big thumbs up, and consider subscribing to my channel. It will mean so much to me, as I'm a new YouTuber and I'm trying to build my channel. So please guys, do this for your girl, do this for your girl, okay? Thank you so much once again, and see you in my next video. Bye.